Hey, how are you? Wanted to make a quick video here on what I wish I knew before I started my agency. Guys, these are all mistakes and things that I kind of learned on the fly, so I really wanted to bring as much value as I possibly can to you. And guys, if you do get any value out of this, please subscribe, please give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. And if you need extra help, shoot me an email, I'll put my email below. So I'll dive straight into it. One thing I wish I knew from the beginning, and this was told to me by a veteran agent, so it was something in my head, but I didn't, fully believe it. I thought maybe it would be possible. I wasn't going to be paying myself for the first 18 to 24 months. That's what the agent told me, because he did that back in the early 90s when he started his agency. I remember he told me that, and it kind of settled in. I was like, is that true? Yeah, guys, it's true. You're not going to pay yourself for probably 18 to 24 months. It kind of sucks, but it's worth it because in the end, you start to build equity and more residual commissions, and it compounds, and it's a great business to be in. Next thing I think that I wish I knew, I wouldn't always be selling insurance. One of the things that I think I talk about a lot, and a lot of people probably, I sound like a broken record, but guys, your relationships in this business are huge. Who you connect with, your network is your net worth, and I believe that so strongly. I believe that if you are around people that are generating business as well, and in networking groups, loan officers, realtors, friends, family, your friends outside of work, if they're crushing it, there's a good chance that you're probably going to be doing pretty well too, because you're talking about the same stuff. They're connecting with people. Their networks start to kind of flow into yours and splash and back and forth. So think about your circle, audit your 5 people closest to you and say, hey man, are you really in line with what I want to accomplish? Maybe, maybe not. If you are, stay in the circle. If not, sorry man, I got to hang out with somebody else. You don't got to tell them that, but hey man, keep it, audit your circle. I know it sounds messed up, but you have to match your actions with your ambitions. And if those aren't in line, it's going to make you pretty unhappy on the inside. So just something to keep in mind. Another thing I wish I knew, attention is the asset here. So guys, you guys watching me right now and hearing me talk about this, there's not a coincidence that you're listening to this right now. It's not a coincidence that, we're getting leads and clients from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, all these referral partnerships, because they know who I am, and because I had the activity levels to get in front of them and see my face in this video, or go to the networking meeting. Attention works in a lot of different ways, not just social media, but social media is a very, very powerful tool. So take advantage of it, because you can multiply yourself across lots of different platforms. And if you do it at scale and you do it properly with value or entertainment, guys, are you guys, if you do it right, you can definitely get in front of a lot of people and get them to build rapport with you, which is the name of the game. If people don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you. So the trust factor needs to be there. So build rapport, use social media. Another thing, this is one thing I totally screwed up, and I really wish I knew. I should have collected all the data of people I had, like in Excel, first name, last name, email, phone number, people I networked with, get their business cards, customers, clients, potential prospects, business owners I've talked to. Everybody I talked to, I should have put into an Excel file, which I do now, because I know that I can do stuff with that data. I can email blast, I can call them, I can look them up real quick. Tons of these people are lost. Business cards are, scattered everywhere. Lost info and emails, like deep into thousands of emails. So there's no way I'm gonna ever find them again. I wish I maybe even just took a little notes on conversations I had. Super important, guys. Collect and track and do all the stuff with your data. Data is the future. So it's that's what it is. Super important. Another thing I wish I knew, big policies require very similar amounts of energy and time and work. Not always, but as the smaller policies, a $500, general liability policy takes almost the same amount of work, paperwork and signatures and whatnot as a $50,000 policy. I know that sounds crazy, but guys, go after the big fish. Go after the whales. Harpoon the whales. Don't be always just shooting, casting nets, trying to get all these little fish, because I know that that's what happens. You start to feel like, oh man, like I'm not, I'm scared of this $50,000 policy. I feel safe going with this $500 one that they'll for sure do it. They'll buy. But if you go into the mindset with everybody's, a small client, it doesn't matter. Don't look at the premium. Don't think about the size of it. Just close them up just like you would any other policy. The $100 renter's policy, just like you would the $50,000 big policy. Go after the big ones. Get the big commissions. Don't psych yourself out. Another big thing is activity levels matter, and that goes back to what I was saying about the social media stuff, getting in front, doing the videos, going to the networking meetings. People need to know who you are. Another thing I wish I knew was my, customer satisfaction. It's a big thing in insurance, customer satisfaction, and that's going to lead into another point I want to talk about. Customer satisfaction is huge because you do a great job for somebody, they're going to tell their friends, they're going to, let them know, and they're going to refer you possibly to, other people and get you more business. About probably 40% of our new business each month comes from current clients purchasing or referring another friend or family member or something like that, or, somebody they know. So that's huge, customer satisfaction and their happiness. But another really big point, when I talked about multiplying yourself on platforms, another huge thing is hiring. Guys, when you hire and you duplicate yourself when it comes to service, you can delegate that. Duplicating yourself with sales or even marketing, getting an employee that can help, multiply and get the activity levels up of the business. So once everything is operating with more activity, that's when things really start to compound and start to blow up, and more stuff starts to happen, more opportunities come in the door, more money starts to flow. If you hire people and they're just not doing anything, then that's a bad sign because more money is going out and less is coming in. But if you do it right, and this is what I wanted to talk about, employee satisfaction versus customer satisfaction. Guys, your employees being happy and being comfortable and in a good environment and being, on a day-to-day being happy, doing what they're doing is so, so important. I can't emphasize that enough because they're part of the business. They're helping this thing grow. So them being compensated properly, them, getting out their frustrations of what is working, what's not working, what they feel comfortable with, and also, being a coach to them and, holding them to standards and to their own goals for themselves personally. And one of the things I do is I have one-on-one meetings each week with my employees, and we sit down and we talk about their personal life. Hey, how's everything going at home? How's the kids? How's the girlfriend? Blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Because I want to know. I genuinely want to know what's going on with their lives. It's important to me. And then on top of that, we talk about the business and what's working for them, what's not working for them, how much money are they really want to make, what motivates them, what gets them going. Because if it's not a good fit and they're looking for another job, I'll happily be like, hey, let's I'm willing to help you. I'm genuinely willing to help you. Go and look for somewhere is a better fit for you. I want you to be happy. These are real people. They're not just numbers and employees. Like, they're people. And a lot of times I think this happens in other agencies, which is, I think, to their downfall. There's a big separation between I'm the boss and then these are my employees. Guys, you got to be willing to get down in the trenches, roll up your sleeves, get on the phone with your people. Go. If you're going to ask somebody to make 50 calls a day and make 4 to 5 quotes, you better be willing to go in there and do the same thing. I tell my guys and my team to come in here. Sometimes I'm like, just listen to me. I'm going to start making some calls. Let's make some calls. You make one, I'll make one, because it shows I'm willing to put in the work just like you are. This isn't just all about you bring in more money and the separation between the boss and the employee. Guys, this is an organization. We're trying to build something great here. We're not just trying to take part in this game of insurance. We're trying to win. We're trying to win this thing. So it takes buy-in from your people, and that's all I got for you. I really think it's important. So if you do decide to hire, I would suggest it after about 6 to 12 months, once you really know what's going on in your business, especially if you're starting from scratch. So guys, anybody that needs help, I'm going to put my email below. Shoot me an email. And like I said, please subscribe and give me a like if you can. I'm doing some coaching packages for a quick call for an hour long, and I'm also doing a coaching package for 3 calls. You can also get all my sales scripts, my email templates that I send out to customers and stuff, Excel files that I use to keep track of stuff, which is super, super important. Like I said, if I had known that, I wish I knew that before. That would have expedited my process a lot. And that's my goal here, is to try to help you guys as much as possible. So I'm going to give away some of those processes, part of that package, so that you can try to avoid some of the mistakes and expedite your line, your straight line to success. Don't deviate from that line too much. Try to stay on that straight line. It's the fastest way to achieving your goal, whether it's $100,000 a year, $1 million a year. It might take some time if you're trying to go for the 1 million, but hey, you got to go after it. Shoot some lofty goals. Don't go for the small goals. And that's all I got for you guys. Another thing, I'm going to be doing live Q&A questions. I'm going to be taking some people. If you're interested, please shoot me an email. I'm going to answer calls live on the phone, and we're going to record it and post it for other people, because I keep seeing the same questions. So I really want to just get some live people to hopefully answer more questions out there and get more value out there for you people who are struggling and are wondering the same stuff. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put my email below. Shoot me an email and say, hey, I want to be part of the live Q&A questions. I would love to talk to people live, and I think that'll be more exciting to see me live in action, like answering these questions. So I'm happy to help, guys. Anybody out there who's struggling, hit me up, and we will see you guys soon. Keep crushing it, and go after those dreams, go after those big goals. I'll see you guys all at the top. See you soon. Peace.